Hi everybody, and welcome back for another Let's Play of the book Unwritten Tale 2. In the last episode, technically, we, helped some zombies making some slaves, and Bill, kind of, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, backstab them, because he promised them to basically let them out, but, you know, didn't really work. So we are playing as Princess Ivor, I think her name is. Let's get into it.
A fox who sticks up posters.
Alright, let's talk to Mr. Fox.
Hi there.
Well, hello there.
Wanted for Archmage's murder. This dangerous terrorist still not been apprehended.
That's a lot of nonsense. Van Buren wants to get rid of the rats because they're Alistair's allies. Terrorists so that her people can snoop around under the pretense to block off the rat holes. Completely incidentally, wink wink, they find out, of course, who lives where and what they think of Van Buren. You cheap troll darts, eh?
Hello, Mr. Fox.
Ugh.
Shit.
It appears we need to have a little conversation.
Council leader. I
You
presume.
must be Council Leader Van Buren. Clever girl. I wanted to ask you if...
What's all that? Oh,
You should take care of what you say, Mr. Fox. Think of the children. Come along, sweetie.
Mama, look, I made him. Isn't he sweet?
Oh, well done, darling. That old Jenkins would have learnt his lesson good and proper now.
I want him.
Hello there. I'm talking to you.
Excuse me, I wasn't quite finished. Oh, yes, you were. Come on, darling. Leave the hippogriff in peace.
I want him.
Oh no, you don't. Buttercup is my hippogriff.
Sorry, little one. Buttercup belongs to me. The elf is right, sweetie. The hippogriff doesn't belong to us.
I made him, Mama. He's mine.
But, sweetie!
Mine.
Oh!
Right.
Of course. Then, you take him with you. Huh?
Oh man. Alright.
I didn't see them. Sorry.
it wasn't your fault. Carelessness. Ow.
That little girl is behind all this transformation.
The daughter of the council leader. She's responsible for all these transformations, right?
Oh,
How is that possible? Normally magic fades after a while. Where's she getting her power from?
What can you tell me about the murder of the Archmage?
Can you tell me anything about the murder of the Archmage?
yeah.
Was there actually any murder at all? I mean, is he really dead? Wilbur and the rats would never have harmed him. They're being made into scapegoats. Assuming the Archmage is still alive, Van Buren would have kept him close by, wouldn't she? In the Mage Tower? In the school? Right, that's where I'm heading next then.
Fair in sea stones. Delightful.
Vampires can't gain power by legitimate methods.
These lovely things around my head stop me from saying certain things.
Like swearing?
Apparently, yes. Sybil Van Buren is now without any right to do so. Censorship is what it is. Do you know what the worst thing about censorship is?
I understand.
Yeah, I understand. What are you going to do with these things?
What are you going to do about those things around your head?
What can I do? I'm a journalist, not a mage. There aren't any mages left in this town. Van Buren has got them all.
Magic is the key to her power. Does she think that only a mage can stop her now? How convenient that the town's most inventive mage is underground and wanted for murder. I must go. Stay strong.
You might find this useful if you want to take a look round the upper town.
What is it?
Thank you.
What did you just give me? Oh, a key.
That's unusual. We have pretty much every known plant species in the Elf Burrow. But this, what is it? Smiling flowers. That's magic, not nature. Wanted for the murder of Archmage Alistair, the dirty, rotten, dangerous, armed and whiffy fiend Wilbur Weathervane. The wanted man is armed and dangerous. Wilbur might be many things, but armed and dangerous? Candy floss, ice cream, chocolate, sweets. Maybe dentists are behind all this. I'm an elf and don't feel the heat and cold as much as humans do. Otherwise, elf girls' clothing would be extremely impractical. What a sight to be seen. Either everyone's hiding in their houses, or this place is a ghost town. Seastone is big. First, I should gather as much information as possible from up here before I go wandering aimlessly through the town down there. Dolls, toy animals. There are puppies and pink dresses back there. And there's a painting of young minstrels. A remarkable range of goods. Seastone's a harbour town. It's pretty rough here. That shop's asking for trouble with that range of goods, even if some of the seafarers are a bit soft in the head. In the past, I'd have climbed up there easily. Right now, though, I'd rather put my feet up for an hour or two. No, Ivo, you must not allow this little problem to distract you. A merchant stall. Maybe it belongs to one of those delightful fellows up there on the wall. He appears to still be selling normal things. Presumably, it's just a question of time before he'll also be offering pandas and bubble tea. Seastone. I've never understood why so many people want to live in such a small place. The whole town looks like a rubbish tip over a sewer. Despite this, everyone was drawn here after the war. Seastone stood for freedom, the wide world, success. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
Stop! Papers, please.
You don't need to see my papers.
You're trying to do some kind of elven magic, aren't you? Ah, Princess Ivo. I didn't recognise you. You look so different.
I look different. Have you taken a look in the mirror?
Shield Hand, you're right. A lot has happened. Tell me, the artifact of divine fate, can you turn me back to normal? Ah, of course it did.
What's going on in the town?
The Honourable Council Leader Van Buren is cleaning up the town. Seastone is to become a beautiful and peaceful town. Rules must be applied. Well, strictly speaking, there wasn't an election. The council leader was the only candidate left after the brutal murder of the Archmage. An election would have just been a waste of taxpayers' money, wouldn't it?
I must speak to the council leader. Take me to her.
Are you sure? I mean, she didn't tell me. No, but of course not, Your Highness. This way, please.
Thank you. That'll be all.
But
Council Leader Van Buren.
What now? Oh, you. Why are you bringing the elf in here, Shieldhands?
The elf is Princess Ivo of the Woodland Realm. I'm here on official business by order of my mother, the Queen.
Princess What an honour! How can I be of service to you?
I've noticed all the new decorations around town.
I can see that you've redecorated in here too. Pretty.
I can't believe that the Queen of the Woodland Realm has sent you to pick up interior design tips from me.
No, it isn't like that. I'm just amazed that the inhabitants of the town didn't raise any objections to the new style.
Princess Ivo, how can I be of service to your mother?
Your mother wants to know what has happened to the Archmage.
You received the sad news about the death of the Archmage.
Yes, terrible business.
Almost unbelievable. A powerful mage like Alistair simply murdered. Just like that.
The rats and that weathervane, they tricked him, my dear. But don't you worry, we're hunting them down. We're having every rat hole in the town sealed up.
I know Wilbur Weathervane and Remy Vicuma. We're friends.
What are you saying? Friends with terrorists?
It is better to be friends rather than make foes of people like Wilbur. Ringing all myself.
I don't believe this terrorist nonsense for 1 second. If there are 2 sides to this story and Wilbur and Remy are on one side, well, I'm pretty sure that Alistair would have stood with them, and that side is the right one for me too.
So, you are a terrorist, and you admit that quite openly.
I'm the Queen's daughter on a diplomatic mission, and I'm trying to make an assessment of the situation.
That hippogriff over there belongs to
Do
me.
you know how difficult it is to get hold of a fully trained hippogriff? It cost me a pot of gold.
I will happily supply you with an IOU. Is that all?
The town is like a ghost town. Where are all the...
The last time I was here, the town was full of people.
Yes, we have cleaned up. That encampment in front of the gates was unworthy of the town.
I agree, but where are the refugees?
Gone. And that's why the citizens of this town can live a decent, orderly life now.
In chocolate boxes.
A decent, orderly life according to your standards.
According to the right standards. There's no crime in Seastone anymore. No beggars. No one breaking the rules. How can I leave the rest of the world to remain in a state of chaos, disorder, and brutality?
You can't impose your ideas onto all humankind. They have to follow you of their own free will, or not, as the case may be.
That was how things used to be done. But now there are ways and means of ruling more efficiently.
I had enough. I need some fresh air.
If that's your attitude, then I've heard enough. Goodbye.
What? You're not about to go and fetch a certain artifact, are you, by any chance?
No.
Even if I knew where the artifact of divine fate was, I wouldn't use it.
Oh, Alistair's girl. But you must see that I can't take any risks. Shield hands, put her in jail.
What?
What?
But Lady Van Buren, she's an envoy of the Queen and her daughter.
I will pay a visit to the woodland realm and explain from queen to queen. From democratically elected leader to queen.
This way, please, Princess.
Come any closer and I'll box you. What a lovely dice. Did you make it?
Yes, I can make anything.
Really? And you think of all these lovely things by yourself?
A few are in my book, too.
Oh, the Frog King. Ah, that story was always a favourite of mine.
Mine, too.
Here, have a nice play with your dice. The Frog King, eh?
Get her out of here!
Please, come with me. At least you'll be safe in jail.
Don't me.
No, that's not quite straight either. Try again.
The pregnant princess of the woodland realm, in jail. Luckily, the reporter's got problems of his own to deal with right now.
Hey, it's Timmy.
Hey, you there. Do you know a rat called Remy de Dunan?
You're right, though, aren't you?
Do we know one another?
I followed Uncle Remy and hid while you were having all those banquets and receptions. You were there, and Wilbur, Captain Knight, and the Critter, and Archmage Alistair. It was all very festive.
Can you fetch Wilbur or Remy so they can rescue me?
I can rescue you. I'm in the Resistance.
Yeah, of course, but perhaps your uncle...
He's on a mission. But fortunately, there's a rat here who can help the princess in need. Not possible right now. Hospital or some other kind of glue in a bucket.
Mind what you say.
The bucket's clearly too big and too heavy for me. I couldn't even pull the brush out of the place without being spotted by Mr. Fox or Mr. Shieldhand. The swanky chair that Shieldhand likes sitting on. He used to have a deck chair, but they made him get rid of it at some point. Many say Mr. Shieldhand is the worst Tarabard Seastone has ever had. Us rats see it differently. He's lazy, not particularly clever. When he does happen to patrol the streets, his armour clanks and creaks so much you can hear him for miles off.
Oh, I'm not blaming you.
Now Mr. Fox is busy sticking up wanted posters.
What?
That'll take him a couple of hours by the looks of things. The door looks quite solid and is probably locked. And even if it isn't, Shield Hand would notice if I opened it.
Try again.
This fire is lit every night. Mr. Shield Hand used to enjoy grilling sausages on it. Oh, well, that stopped since he lost one of his dimensions. I wonder what he does when it rains. A couple of bits of charred wood have fallen through the grill. I'll take one.
And entertaining. Actually, it's mainly just entertaining. Look sharp now. Council leader's orders.
I'd love to write what I think of him and the council leader on his back. But, although he's mostly made of card, I think he'd notice.
No. That's not quite straight either. Try again.
All right. Bit of charred wood from the fire.
How much longer is it? Go on.
Symbol of the resistance. That should be hanging all over town.
What you say?
A solitary resistance poster isn't going to make a difference.
No. That's not quite straight either. Try again.
It's a bit unfair that only Wilbur and Uncle Wemley are wanted. There are many other rats belonging.
Yourself
Oh, I'm not blaming you. But I'm worried about something else half the time. It's what?
It's a bit unfair that only there are many.
And entertaining.
It's a bit unfair that there are many.
Look sharp now. Council leader's orders.
Must be quite. But that doesn't mean it.
Don't.
No. That's not
All
quite
right.
Try again.
Symbol of the. I'd love to rock my button.
gonna go on.
So you
Ah,
learn
what
to
do you
put
take?
the posters up nice and straight. You should mind what you say.
A solitary resistance. The door looks quite. And it. The bucket's clearly. I couldn't.
No. That's not quite straight either.
Not a good idea. He'll arrest me as soon as he sees me. Not possible right now.
I want you can't comfort yourself with your food anymore.
Oh, I'm not blaming you. And I've already found something else to pass the time. It's hot.
I'll have you out of there in no time.
Yeah. And if that doesn't work, then you'll get help, okay?
The bucket's clearly. I couldn't. The bucket's clear. I couldn't.
And entertaining. Actually, it's mainly just entertaining. Look sharp now. Council leader's orders.
Not possible. But
Right. First, I gotta do this.
right.
That's not quite straight either. Try again.
Love to write what I think, but
How much longer is it? They're on.
Until you've learned to put the posters up nice and straight. You should mind what you say. No. That's not quite straight either. Try again.
solitary resistance poster isn't going to make a difference. I can't get up there anyway.
You can't comfort yourself with it.
Oh, I'm not blaming you.
You all right, Princess? Have you... I would...
What?
Alright. I need to somehow to keep this blimmin' thing.
No.
Swanky chap.
That's not quite straight either. Try again.
Not a good idea. I'd love to, but...
I know we've had our differences, but this is just... and entertaining. Actually, it's mainly just entertaining. Look sharp now. Council leader's orders.
Must be quite difficult not having a real body anymore. But that doesn't mean he has to bend his bad move and miss the cards. Must be quite difficult not... But that doesn't... It's a bit unfair that only... There are many... The buckets... I couldn't even... All right.
I know what to do. You need to somehow get that stupid post to stay on that door.
So you've learned to put the posters up nice and straight.
The buckets... I couldn't even... Solitary resist. It's a bit unfair. Must be quite... But that doesn't...
No. That's not quite straight either. Try again.
Right. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to look. What a big thing we did.
Oh, I'm not blaming you. I thought we'd done something else to pass the time. Next what?
Solitary resistance poster isn't going to...
That's not quite straight either. Try again.
Good idea. He'll arrest me as soon as he sees me. Similar freedom of justice that is impossible to overlook.
And entertaining. Actually, it's mainly just entertaining. Look sharp now. Council leader's orders. No. That's not quite straight either. Try again.
How much longer is it gonna go on?
Until you've learned to put the posters up nice and straight. And you should mind what you say.
So...
Alright.
Solitary resistance poster.
No. That's not quite straight either. Try again.
The bucket's clearly too. I couldn't even. It's a bit. The door looks quite stuck, and even if it isn't, Shield Hand would notice if I opened it.
Food anymore.
Oh, I'm not blaming you. And I can do
Look,
nice
but-
else half the time. But it's
The
what?
bucket's clear. I couldn't even.
I can't seem to basically get that. He is actually saying.
I'll have you out of there. Yeah. And if that doesn't work,
Put it off again. Every time I basically put it up, make him put it on, he basically takes it off.
And entertaining. Actually, it's mainly just entertaining. But sharp now, council leaders orders.
all right.
Gotta do this again.
Symbol of the resistance. That should be hanging up all over town.
Fire. Look at the fireplace. Use. Wait until he's done.
That's
Oh.
not quite straight either.
From the
Try
chair.
again.
Use the poster. Stick. On that chair.
How much longer is this? Come on.
So you learn to put the posters up nice and straight. You should have what you say.
Hard to turn. Mr. Shield Hand into an advertising figurehead for the resistance.
That's not quite straight either. Try again. What the? What is it? Hey, Fox, is there something on my back? Can you see anything?
Oh, yeah. I can see something, all right.
What is it? Is there something stuck to me?
Now, what would the council leader say if our very own town guard was making propaganda for the rebels?
Propaganda? But I haven't.
Don't worry, I'll get it off. It might sting a little bit.
But no.
Stop that resistance sympathiser!
There were 3 keys on the town guard's key ring. One of them should be for the door to the guardhouse, the others for the cells. This is the second time I've had to rescue one of the big heroes of Avantasia. Timmy Mavsovich, hero rescuer. Even if I find... Ivo, I've got the key.
Really? Well done.
Can you reach it?
No, but I've got a blanket in here which I can rip into strips.
Right, that's sorted. Wow, you're really, really fat.
I'm pregnant. Somehow. Where are Wilbur and the others?
In the underground. I'll let them know you're here.
But where? Oh. Of course, statues will always be the first to lend their support when there's a not.
Oh, cute.
Working late, are we?
A merchant's work is never done. Now, if you don't mind, I'm off on holiday.
You're going on holiday. Who's going to look after the business while you're gone?
Who takes
this kind of business when you go on holiday?
We don't get many walk-in customers nowadays. We concentrate primarily on production. But when I get back, I'm going to talk to the council leader about opening up new markets.
Interesting.
And these are tribbles that you're selling.
Fresh off the press, so to speak. The management's efforts have optimized production decisively.
Then one just needs to find someone who wants something like that.
I'm working on that. In my opinion, every school kid in the land needs a magic slate like this. I'm going to speak to the council leader of the merchants about that.
Entrance to the underground. Now, what was it
What
again?
did you say? Where's the entrance to the underground?
I didn't say anything, but you've got no business down there.
Where exactly have those fluffy things been manufactured?
Not in the underground.
And this privy doesn't lead there.
No.
Then may I use it? Or is the flush not working?
I don't know anything about any underground. I just want to earn an honest crust. Why does everyone seem to have a problem with that? I'm taking these ghastly things to the school, then I'm out of here.
A great disguise for the secret entrance to the underground. No one would be keen to know where the things plopped into a privy would disappear to. And the merchant was in such a fluster that he forgot the padlock. Hello? Anybody there?
Hi, Paul. Is that you?
Wilbur? What on earth have you been up to?
Well, you see, it's like this. And then he didn't pull us up. And then Timmy came and said you were in town. And then you called out, Wilbur! And I...
Thanks, I'm fully informed now. It's a pretty long story.
Yeah, but exciting too, right? And sometimes funny and a bit sad and...
What's the next step? How are we going to change the Archmage back?
So, actually, I wanted to. Someone else should... Wilbur was going to run away.
What?
I wasn't planning to escape, not really.
Run away? Well, not really.
Of course not. We can't simply leave the town to this dreadful Van Buren. And from what we know, it's likely Marcus is sneaking around here as well.
So what do we do?
First, I'm going to get you up here, I guess. Then we can work out together how to rescue the Archmage.
But Remy's right. As long as the wand still exists, there's no way we can defeat Van Buren.
Master Alistair will know what to do.
Don't rely on me. Rely on yourselves and on your friends.
What? You have to speak up.
That's what the Archmage always said. Remy believed him. That's why he took the matter into his own hands.
What's happened to Remy?
He's relying on me. I'll follow him and we'll find a way to destroy the wand. You pull the zombies and Nate up, and then come up with something for the Archmage. Maybe we can also help one another a little. Maybe we can use the basket to exchange items and talk to each other through the hole.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Go get Esther, Gulliver. Time for some fresh air. I don't know how to thank you, Wilbur. It's all right. Our second child will definitely be called Wilbur. What do you say, Nate? Want to see the stars?
I guess that's a yes.
You wait here, Timmy. But I can help. You sure can. If you hear terrified screams coming from the hole, then think of something. You are going to find Uncle Remy, aren't you? Of course. The rope has served me well twice already. Maybe it'll hold up for a third time, too. Okay. The time had to come sooner or later.
years no one visits, and now all this activity.
Hello.
Hello? Who's there? I'm Wilbur.
said the ugly dwarf whilst peering into the darkness.
Hey, I'm not a dwarf, I'm a gnome. Mum says I'm a handsome little fella too.
He said defensively, but this did not impress the darkness much. Next, the dwarf said,
It's really pretty dark here, isn't it?
Not that I have anything against creepy voices from the dark, but maybe we could have a little light here.
Why is it dark? And what would you do naked light?
the young hero stood in the middle of the light, surrounded by the deepest darkness, and the voices said,
Two trolls look up into the night sky. One asks the other, what do you think? Is there life on the moon? And the other replies, well, of course, there's a light on, isn't there?
Ugh.
fantastic.
Who are you? Can you come into the light?
Who are you? And why don't you come into the light so I can see you?
We can't.
Well, we could, but we just don't want to. We are gods. We can do anything.
Your god, like Bill.
He froze, as if struck by a bolt of lightning, whilst the implications of this danced wildly around his head.
Actually, no, not really.
But you must. You are speaking to gods.
What exactly are implications?
Hey, hey, two cannibals are eating a clown, and one says to the other, he tastes a bit funny.
Oh, do be quiet. I'm trying to create atmosphere.
Isn't it about time for a riddle?
If you really are gods, then why don't you go and get some light? Sort.
If you're gods, then can't you just say something like, let there be light, and it gets all bright in here?
Two trolls are looking up into the night sky, and one says to the other, what do you think? Is there life on the moon?
Not again.
Of course we could create some light. Or it could simply just be light in this cave. But there's a challenge in that.
Said the little dwarf,
Why does everything always have to be so complicated?
and stamped his foot on the ground.
Say what?
He put a stamp in the foot.
What kind of gods are you?
Well, we are...
Wait, he has to create light first.
Darn it! I'm looking for a friend.
Did a rat in a hat pass through here?
asked the gnome in a brave voice. He, however, didn't know at this point that he would be leaving the cage without his friend.
You know something about Remy?
That's what one calls foreshadowing. It's a device used to keep the audience entertained.
Showing something other than complete darkness might also be helpful.
Let me solve the riddle first.
So what's with Remy? Was he
What was
here?
here?
Where did he go?
I've got another one. One politician who says to the other, I don't know why no one likes us. We don't do anything.
And what exactly is that got to do with the story?
I'm just gonna go and take a look around here. See you later.
Thank you for the conversation. I'll look around a bit.
Not about any light.
Hey, two cannibals are eating a clown, and one says to the other,
Not this
he
again.
tastes a bit funny.
So,
Till next
next
time.
time.
You scared him away.
He liked my jokes.
All three of them?
Oh, well, what's so funny about that?
Aside from the light coming through the hole, you can hardly see a thing down here. I think I need more than just a torch or something like that. It sounds like I'm in a fairly large cavern. Up's even worse than down. Wilbur, have you found Uncle Rennie? Not yet.
No, but I'm working on it though. Timmy,
Timmy? Yeah?
it's pretty dark down there. I need light.
You can hardly see your hand in front of your face down there. I need a light. We could build a torch. Not only is it pretty dark down there, but pretty scary as well. A flickering torch that casts shadows? No thanks. I need something different. Something that illuminates the whole place. I've got to get back. You can do it. Looks like the Van Buren's girls' abominations have even found their way down here. Someone with the place couldn't bear to have this stuff around any longer and threw it away. Mostly toys. Oh, what's this? A hand mirror. I'm going to take it with me. Could come in handy somewhere. The pipe eventually gets to the magic school staff room, where the transformed archmage is being held captive. Unfortunately, I'm about 10 times too big to fit through the pipe. Hi, Ethel.
Oh, you always have this habit of creeping up on me.
I've still gotten quite to understand this fluffy paint.
You and Esther did a great job with that fluffy paint. Although, I'm still not sure I understand it all.
What's so difficult to understand? Yellow and blue give you green, pink and fluffy give you fluffy pink.
There's a colour called fluffy.
Fluffy jumpers are dyed with it. Many wash powders are made almost entirely of fluffy.
Fluffy?
Oh,
You mean those three-headed dogs?
people today, absolutely clueless with regards to alchemy.
You and Esther got along well together, didn't you?
Surprisingly, yes. Didn't want to eat me or anything like that. Nice person. Going now. I'll miss her.
You could visit her sometime.
Lots to do. But yes, maybe.
I mean, in the dark hole. It's dark.
I followed Remy down into the dark hole.
Ooh, what's it like?
Dark?
Then you need to sort out some light. Chop chop.
After you going, Ethel?
If you need to, you know where to find me.
Without Gulliver, Esther, and Nate, everything down here looks even more desolate. Ivo? What?
What are you doing in Seastone?
Not that I'm not overjoyed to see you, but what are you doing in Seastone?
I need to talk to Archmage Alistair. There's a little problem.
Unless it's about catching flies with your tongue, he's not going to be any help to you at the moment.
Well, the problem can wait. I hope.
Do you have an idea where maybe?
Marcus has completely disappeared since the fight for the staff room. Do you think he's still in town?
Yes, I fear so. Like flies to Arbor's pot, dark sorcerers are attracted to power. A little girl with seemingly unlimited magic He'll try anything to exploit that.
And he can transform himself into anyone. Be careful about whom you trust up there.
Who says he's up here? He could be down there with you. We must both keep our eyes peeled.
Are the changes in the town really as bad as told?
Remy said that much of the city's been transformed. Is it really that bad?
Some buildings have been badly affected, but nothing that couldn't be fixed with a few flaming torches. What's worse is that some people have also been transformed, and no one dares to say what they think anymore.
That is terrible.
Van Buren's intoxicated by power, worse than Joffrey. She's insane, she's going to ruin our world, and she has the means to do it.
Luckily you're here, Ivo. We'll stop them.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Where is, for goodness sake, be careful of it.
Where's the council leader? Whatever you do, don't let her catch you.
It's okay. She's on her way to the Elf Burrow. She wants to pay my mother a visit.
Doesn't that worry you?
Nah, she'll get nowhere in the Elf Burrow. Elf protective magic is powerful.
So it's just a question of how long it takes Van Buren to figure that out.
She'll be furious. It's best we're no longer here by the time she gets back.
I need light. Can you help me with that?
For my search for Remy, I need something I can use to light an entire cave.
I'll keep my eyes peeled.
Thanks. I have to get going. Don't get caught.
Good luck. Keep your ears stiff.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna have to do the players.
I get the impression they would go through thick and thin together. They simply belong together. I'm really envious of that. Hi, you two.
Oh, hello.
Welcome to the town. My name is
I've not had the pleasure of making your acquaintance yet. My name's Ivo. Welcome to Seastone.
My name is Gulliver. This is my enchanting lotus blossom, Esther. Our son down there with the ogre is called Nate.
Nate?
Nate.
Nate, yes. Named after a true hero and good friend. It's down to him that Esther and I got together back then in the wildlands.
And, you haven't bumped into Nate recently, have you?
About Nate. You haven't seen him recently, have you?
Unfortunately not. We would have loved to have had him at our wedding, but he suddenly disappeared.
I'm sure he's out there in the big wide world, helping other lovers find the happiness they deserve. But he left his love behind in the process. Do you know him? That deceitful hypocrite who disappeared in the middle of the night with no explanation and leaving me standing there like an idiot of a pirate? No, I don't know him. Not anymore.
What are you going to do next? Where are you going to do?
It's not safe for you here in Seastone. Not for anyone.
I know, but where else can we go? Zombies and the undead aren't really welcome anywhere.
People think that we eat their brains. Let's be honest, they really don't taste of anything. Oh. Or perhaps you'd be better off in the wildlands. There are loads of people like you there.
Why do we have to go? Just because other people have a problem with us? That's not fair.
Maybe you can take over the slate when this is over.
Wilbur talked about the machine that you built together. Maybe you can bring it up here and build slates for yourself when everything's returned to normal.
I don't think so. Only Bill knows where to get the intelligent stone. And he'd claim I've stolen his idea. He can afford ghouls. Worse, lawyers. Anyway, where am I going to get the gold? Who would even lend me a copper piece?
Don't give up, sunshine. Small setbacks are a part of death. Esther's right. Those who fight may lose, but those who don't fight have lost already.
Says the young, pretty and rich elf princess.
I've got to go now. Bye, you two.
Bye.
Bye. I'll let them have some time on their own. They've got to make a decision about where they're going to spend their life together. Nate. His name isn't his fault. I'll try to be nice to him. Hello, Nate. Are you interested in these toys then?
He says, finally I know where all the rubbish comes from.
You can understand him.
It's quite obvious what he thinks of this junk. I think he says one could also build something useful out of all this. He's an inventor.
Rather rare and complicated. Good evening, gentlemen.
Mademoiselle.
Fat elf!
My name is. Ivo, who are you?
My name is Ivo, and you are...
Not Princess Ivo from the Woodland Realm.
Yeah, that's me.
It's an honor, Your Highness. Although, considering the current situation, perhaps you shouldn't tell everyone who you are.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I still don't know your name, sir.
Oh, excuse me, Your Serene Highness.
Please, call me Ivo.
My name is Sloth. That's my brother, Blunt.
Blow!
You're a magic aren't you?
Perhaps you could explain to me what's happened here. You're a mage, right, Sloth?
Mage? Me? No.
Why Sloth always say that? Sloth is mage.
Not after what happened to the other mages in this town.
What's happened?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. But I've definitely given up magic, and therefore I am no longer a mage.
Interesting. Shocking.
Nice shop, but a bit unusual.
Candy floss, puppies, chocolate, baby dolls.
It's dreadful. We had such a lovely inn. Subdued lighting, smoky air, lots and lots of alcohol. And now,
Lollies! Yui! Lollies!
So the little Van Baron has transformed your inn.
A whole building has been transformed permanently. A little girl shouldn't have the power to do that. How does she do it?
I don't know what you mean.
Are you expiring?
You what?
Blount could tell council leader if people expire.
You're spying for the council leader.
Blount's afraid the merchant council leader's daughter might turn him into a little girl with pigtails if he doesn't cooperate with her mother.
We shouldn't give away that daughter does magic. You're expiring.
No, Blount, we're not.
Then that's okay. Sloth,
Yes, Blount.
what is expiring?
Ah,
Would your mage knowledge to knowing how to light up a big dark cave?
A friend of mine who's active in the non-existent resistance has to somehow illuminate a big cave.
I'm no longer a mage and have nothing to do with the resistance. And because I'm no longer a mage, I don't need my magical equipment anymore. Like, for example, this clicker, which can capture starlight.
Is that just a lighter you just give me? What's that torch?
Good job that you aren't a mage anymore. Now I can give this thing to my friend, who's not on a wanted list and who's also not in a resistance, which also doesn't even exist.
Why talk so strange? Something not right here.
You're much too suspicious, dear Blount.
You shouldn't spy for the council.
Blount, I don't think you should spy for Van Buren. She's bad news. Surely you can see that.
Blount not want to spy, but Blount not want to be changed into Bunny Rabbit. I was all for fleeing, but Blount wanted to stay and hide.
Quite difficult, given your size.
Blount won't decide. No one recognized Blount. Maybe not, but what about me?
So what happened to your disguise?
Have you still got the disguise you were going to use to hide from the council leader?
Still got.
Would you give it to me?
Give it to me.
You want hide from council lady? You can see things.
No, I just want to secure the disguise and hand it in at the school.
Otherwise, the rebels could get hold of the disguise, Blount. Do you want to be responsible for a rebel disguising themselves with your outfit? No! Blount, good little boy. Here, take.
Thanks for the chat.
You were like a beacon of light in the darkness of night, Princess.
Loft called this thing a flicker. Apparently one can use it to capture starlight. I know some fluorescing plants that collect sunlight during the day and then give it out at night. Perhaps it's something like that.
Ah, I know exactly what to do.
Wilbur,
Yes?
I think I might have the solution to your light issue. Sloth has just given me something that he calls a clicker. If I've understood him correctly, you can use it to capture starlight and then let it go somewhere else.
Sounds promising. Have you collected any starlight yet?
No, not yet. I'll come back when I've got some.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Alright. I thought I was gonna. I thought I could go. I could use to this, no?
I don't know what there is to talk about at the moment. A bucket with an evil-smelling, sticky, slimy substance. If I ever need anything like this, I'll know. From celebrated hero to enemy of the state number 0.5. Steep career path forward. I can't believe how the little rat boy got me out of jail. I think he must take after his uncle. If I do my job right, and soon I'm going to be an enemy of the state. And looking at this regime, I'd regard that as an honour. Wow, I'm glad I'm out of there. Seastone's a dangerous place these days. At least I can do something about it out here. Salt pretzels, donuts with icing sugar, together with hot mustard and a bit of pickled cabbage. Perfect. Someone once wanted to sell me a license for an apple. They didn't want the apple to belong to me, just the right to eat it. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't have ended well had I agreed to. Presumably all these goods were delivered, or at least ordered, before Van Buren assumed power. I can't imagine any sane airship captain would dream of flying into Seastone right now. However, there are unbelievable powers and great tragedies occurring up there. We just don't look careful. Right then, capture Starlight. That is beautiful. Wilbur?
Yes?
I've captured some starlight for you.
I've captured a bit of starlight for you. That should make your light problems a thing of the past.
Really? Wow. Got it.
That's all for now.
See you later. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, that's right.
I can see.
By God, you got old.
You're only statues.
We are gods trapped in statues. That, by the way, is a very exciting story.
Could someone hold
Thank you.
Hey, all this light reminds me of a joke. Two trolls look up into the night sky. One asks the other, "What do you think? Is there life on the moon?"
Ah,
And the other
not this
replies, "Well, of course! There's a light on, isn't there?"
Maybe you could try him face down. You're gods in statues. Did someone imprison you?
And so it came to pass that the young hero encountered the epic story, which
The statues depict us. They are our last refuge.
I always thought gods lived somewhere up in the sky in really stylish cloud palaces. I have lived in many temples, all of which were dedicated to me, the faithful Nephilim, discussing and answering the most difficult questions. And they all paid homage to me, the god of riddles.
non-written.
and then you were forgotten and ate sand for a few centuries. That one calls himself Jerry, the god of bad jokes. The god of humor? That is Avini, goddess of the arts, and I am
Hypnis, the chatterbox.
the god of good stories.
One picture speaks more than 1,000 words.
Good day. Do you wish me a good day? Or mean that it is a good day whether I want it or not? Or whether you feel good this day?
Or that it is a day to be good on.
So you are the god of riddles, then?
If you're the god of puzzles, I have serious bone to pick with you. Why? Why does everything have to be so complicated? An unlocked chest? Someone who just helps? For free? Is that too much to ask for?
Nothing worth having in this world simply falls into your lap.
Yes, but chess puzzles to open doors? Complicated machines in submerged temples? Machines that must have been completely pointless when the temples were still in operation.
I agree. This is all just a distraction from the story.
I don't know what the problem is. Doing a little dance to create a fashion like thing, that's brilliant.
I still don't get it. Why gods live in statues down here?
I still don't understand why you're here and not somewhere beautiful instead. I mean, you're gods. Can't you do whatever you want?
Of course we can. Well, theoretically.
In reality, though, no one has believed in us for a long while. Do you know how gods are created, young man?
I thought
No idea.
all of the gods had always been there.
We get our power by people believing in us. It can be a great power. A power that can move mountains and flare up conflict.
But if no one believes in you anymore, nothing remains.
Our temples were destroyed centuries or rededicated to other more godless gods. These four statues are all that remain. If they disappear, we, like our religion, will cease to exist.
Have to go.
Go out into the world with open eyes. It is full of perils.
Hello.
Said the young hero, and then asked the decisive question.
You are a god of stories. I love stories.
I've always liked stories, especially the story of a knight knee as he rode out to slay the evil dragon.
Yes, one of my finest.
You wrote the knight knee story?
I wrote all the stories, so to speak. Boy falls in love with girl, hooker with a heart, happy ending, all my inventions. Everything since is just variations on a theme.
Wow.
I also invented the words and, wide, and jam, as well as the letters E, Q, and L. Oh, and the Oxford comma. The last has been accepted by the majority.
Have to go.
He said, and went out into the world. A short while later, he said,
Hi.
Hello, my young friend.
So you're the god of art.
The art? Is that like when you make a face out of macaroni and glue it to some paper?
Art is everywhere. There is nothing in this world that isn't art. That's why I'm the most important goddess here.
the world consists of stories. Now you both know the world would be terribly dull without a good laugh.
Every time a painter picks up his brush, a sculptor his chisel, or a bard his lute, they are singing my praises.
The painters and
Give it
sculptors
to
here
me.
too.
Leave it. No, she's not so good with words.
Have to go.
Go forth and create something.
You.
Oh, young friend, would you like to hear a joke?
A god of humor sounds like a
God of humor.
great.
Wow. Sounds like you have a lot to laugh about.
Oh, of course! There'd be a sorry state of affairs if I didn't. It is really bad if one constantly has to hear the same joke from time and time. Oh, you just haven't got a sense of humor. Listen, one politician who says to the other, I don't know why no one likes us. We don't do anything. or do you know the one?
Yes, we know it.
Party poopers.
Have to go. goddess?
No, that is an Amazon. They guarded our temples.
Didn't do a particularly good job of it, did they? That's Remy's shrinking ring. That means he was here. Remy! An island in the lake with the ruins of the creepiest temple I've ever seen. An island, an island, an island. This lake looks weird. The water is so dark and somehow wrong. Oh, it's real water. But I can just swim to the island. Oh, I wouldn't try that if I were you. And if I build a raft and get myself a small rowing boat?
No boat can cross this lake, spoke the mighty voice of the highest of the gods. We can only explain to you how to get over the lake.
England's cursed. I can feel something evil and a chilling cold emanating from the water. The gods must know how to cross a lake like this. Yes. Hello.
Said the young hero, and then
I have somehow to get on the island. Could you help?
I think my friend Remy's on the island over there. How can I cross to it?
now it's quite simple.
No, it isn't. First, he's got to answer some riddles.
Oh, we've already done that. I'll simply get on with the story now.
Previously, people honored us, gave us offerings, erected temples.
I can't build you a temple.
No, but you can honor us, so that we will bestow our favor upon you.
You are, awesome.
How pitiful.
You must give each of us an offering, or fulfill for each of us one wish, or something like that.
Yes, and only when you've won over 3 of us will we reveal how you can cross the dark water safely. People, gods, whatever you are, this isn't a game. Remy may be in danger.
When he is in the temple of the Nameless One, for sure.
Another reason for you to hurry. Chop chop, mortal. Win our favor.
Tell me more about the temple on the island.
You said that the temple on the island was for the Nameless One.
That's right. Hundreds of years ago, the Nameless One grew ever more mighty, winning over an increasing amount of followers. Of course, the priests of the other gods were very unhappy about this, so they forbade the name of this god to be spoken, his symbols to be worn, or for prayers to be said to him. Those who were versed in the dark arts and wanted to use the god's power for their own purposes built this temple deep under the town. They performed forbidden rituals there and increased the might of the god. In return, he gave them untold power.
That doesn't sound good.
It wasn't. At some point or other, they were discovered and the temple destroyed. Shortly thereafter, the Nameless One was banished, and for centuries all was peaceful on the island.
What happened to the temple after it was destroyed?
And then what happened to the temple? What happened next?
A few years ago, men appeared. They visited the temple and held rituals there. Rituals we had not witnessed for centuries. Dark mages who had delved too deeply into old books and found the whereabouts of the temple. They built a machine, the purpose of which we can only speculate on.
Maybe they wanted to bring the Nameless One back to this world.
If that was their aim, they didn't succeed. The island lapsed back into peaceful darkness. I suspect the mages had been killed.
Ah, then my wand might have belonged to one of the dark mages.
I don't know anything about magic wands. I just know that for several years the temple has been inhabited by a ghost which never leaves.
And Remy's just gone there.
That reminds me of an old story. Shortly before the first amphibians,
Sorry, I just don't have time for long stories at the moment.
of course, just run along then, check out the neighborhood for stuff, and try to make sense of it.
Must I do something for you too? To help me?
What do you want me to do?
Nothing. My vote would be to get the story moving again.
We agreed that he has to complete tasks for each month.
But you don't know what happens on the island. It will be very exciting and very emotional.
Oscar, I think.
What's happening on the island?
Down here, riddles must be solved if you want to get any further. Just like
Okay then, a task. Tell me a story.
that's hardly a suitable task.
Storytelling is not easy. It has to be a creative, exciting story that meets my exacting standards. Come on, gnome. Think up a story to knock us off our feet.
A young farmer on a planet with two sons.
There's this young farmer on a planet with 2 sons.
Suddenly sees a white rabbit with a pocket watch.
Then he suddenly sees a white rabbit with a pocket watch.
Aha! Gripping storyline, exciting characters. The first act is complete. What are the further developments and climax going to be?
He meets a man who shows him a blue pill.
Yes, well, then next he meets a man who shows him a red pill and a blue pill. Then later,
He can escape the aquarium in which he has been trapped the whole time.
he can escape the aquarium where he was trapped the whole time.
And then the twist.
The same day starts all over again.
Um, the same day starts all over again.
Ah, very original.
But,
You've got my support, my young friend.
so, one got down, 2 to go. Fine.
Like,
Hello, my young friend.
what can I do for you in order to gain your trust? Favor.
What do I have to do to gain your favour?
Well, you don't appear to have a cup of wine on you. Can you dance?
Of course.
Okay, my first request, don't. Don't ever think about dancing again. Painting, sculpture, music. How do you fare in these arts?
To be honest, I'm a cracking dancer, but I'm rubbish at everything else.
Then best leave out to professionals, like myself. I would love to sing again, but I really can't remember what the notes sound like. I need a tuning fork or something of that kind. When I hear the notes, I'm sure it would all come flooding back to me.
What was I meant to do? I have.
Have to go.
Go forth.
Timmy,
Yeah?
There is an island on Templeton there, and I'm pretty sure that's where your uncle.
there's a dark lake down there with an island in the middle with a ruined temple on it. I'm pretty sure that's where your uncle is. Haven't you had a look yet? I don't have to get across the lake. That water looks suspicious, and the statues of the gods say no boat or raft can cross the lake. How did Uncle Remy get to the island then? I guess he knows the secret of how to cross the lake safely. So don't worry, I'll figure it out.
I found the ring.
Listen, Timmy, I found your uncle's shrinking ring. He never puts that down. It was on the edge of a suspicious-looking lake. Perhaps he wanted you to have it.
Maybe.
I don't think so. He couldn't have known that I would follow him. Of course he knew that. You wouldn't leave a friend in need. Everyone knows that except you. I've got to get back. You can do it. A small mirror made out of some strange material.
this run is no fun at all. I should only use the ring when it's free. Ivo?
There's a temple under the town has been to an evil
Did you know
god.
that there's a temple under the city? It's dedicated to an evil deity called the Nameless One. Well, that's not really his name, of course. He has a name, and it isn't the Nameless One, but
I know the legends. But what sort of temple are you talking about?
there were people who worshipped the Nameless One. They built a temple using a machine. Maybe they wanted to bring him back to this world. I'm also pretty certain it's where Remy found the magic wand.
Oh, then you should take a closer look at the temple.
I'm working on it.
I have the shrinking ring. It could come in handy.
I found Remy's shrinking ring. I can use it to get back to the school through the pipes.
Great, that should help us.
I need something that will play notes.
I need something that makes sound, not just any, music. A tuning fork or something like that.
I'll see what I can find.
Thanks.
It said that there's a ghost on.
The island is supposed to be guarded by a ghost. I find that disturbing.
Can't you cast a spell over it? You must know that.
I never looked into that. I always thought that was too scary.
Oh, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, do that. I have to get going. Don't get caught.
Good luck. Keep your ears stiff.
Alright. Anyway, I'll leave this episode here. So yeah. Please like and subscribe. And as always, I will see you guys on the next episode. Bye bye.